風俗に行くことは浮気かどうかっていう、どう思いますか？
浮気じゃない。浮気じゃない。
How you guys doing? Welcome back to SunnySword podcast. Is paying for box cheating? That's the question.
That is
Paying
a
for box
question.
meaning paying for pussy.
A lot of
Is that
people
cheating?
would probably say yes, right?
I say no.
You don't think so? What's your reason?
It's like masturbating with something.
So masturbation is not cheating, right?
Well, masturbation, right? You look at porn and masturbate,
Right.
right?
Right.
You don't know the person, no strings attached, nothing.
Okay.
Paying for box is kind of the same thing.
So paying for it is the same.
It's like masturbating, but way better.
When does
Because there's no
prostitution...
emotional attachment. There's no attachment at all.
Okay. So I think that if we ask the average woman or average person in the United States, I think they would agree that prostitution equals cheating. I think they even think like dancing with another person or even just looking at another person could equal cheating in some situations as well. Because some people have a really wide definition of cheating. I think it depends. If you're just enjoying the party and you don't even know who that person is, I think it doesn't matter. You know,
like really close like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But say, for example, you're just like, favorite song comes on, and then like you just like, and you're just like cool girls in front of you, and she feels a song too, and you guys just like back and forth, like hey, like this. It's not. I think it's not cheating. You're just enjoying the song with the good vibes between her, and you don't even know who she is. Like after the day, she's gone. You know.
Yeah, it's just the vibe, right?
Which is a vibe for the moment. But some people would say that's cheating too. Right.
I mean, if it's like...
Yeah, that's
like,
different. Slow dancing is completely different. That's different, I think.
That's a problem. If it's
but
like
what if you're slow dancing?
household...
Okay, so question. Slow dancing with a prostitute.
What, is he engaged with some shit?
No, so the guy has a relationship, right? He has a relationship, but he goes to see the prostitute. He goes and pays to slow dance with a prostitute or with the escort, for example. You know?
Cheating.
It's not cheating.
Well, he's paying for escort, right?
Right, because he's paying for the escort. Are escorts cheating? Because escorts, they go with you to dinner, they go with you to the business meeting.
Well, I mean, people usually pay for escort for like business-wise, right? Like you bring a girl, so you look back.
Right. So you don't
have
look
a Gucci bag,
single. Right.
Yeah, it's like you're carrying a Louis Vuitton bag or something.
So it's not cheating. All right. Let's see what Japanese...
I mean, for men, if you get emotionally attached, I think then that's cheating.
Okay. So it's all about the mental, according to you.
But don't make your girl fucking go crazy insane.
Okay. Let's see. So I guarantee that everything that we've said right now is considered cheating by American women. Okay, I'm pretty much sure. All of it classifies as cheating. Now let's hear...
Even though Americans are whores, girls think that's shit.
The stats on the amount of women... Anyways, before we get into that, I'm going to leave you with that. And Takashi is on the street again in Japan, and he's asking Japanese girls about this question. Let's see what they say.
風俗に行くことは浮気かどうかっていう、どう思いますか？
浮気じゃない。浮気じゃない。気持ちの浮気は嫌なんですけど、まあ、性欲の浮気は別に勝手にしてくれるんやったらいいかな。一般人と連絡取れる間でやられるよりは、店でちゃんとしてもらった方がいい。なんかわざわざ風俗に行く意味がわからないの。秘密にしてたらあれだけど、まあ情に恋とかしなければいいじゃん。浮気ではない。浮気さなければ、浮気するなら風俗に行けって言ったことあります。金払えばいいよって言ったことあります。ね、出会いじゃなくて、金払って行くにいいから。納得できる理由だったら、浮気は思わないか。
例えば、
付き合い？
例えば上司とかの。
怒るけど、言ってもまだ許せる。風俗なら。なんか日本ならではのなんか文化じゃないけど、やっぱり有名じゃないですか。風俗とかっていうのが。そういう意味では、日本ならではで、そう。
風俗。
All right. We've heard from the Japanese women.
I should marry a Japanese woman.
Majority of Japanese women say if you're paying, it's not prostitution.
I heard, like, even one of my friend, right? It's not a friend, but even his wife told him that he go to like prostitution. You can pay for prostitution.
She suggested it.
Yeah, because they weren't having sex because they were raising a bunch of kids. Because he has like 2-3 kids.
Yeah.
And he's not able to have sex with them.
I don't understand that. I don't, I wish we had a woman on the set because I really want to understand what happens to a women. Like, from what I understand, right? Women want to have sex more than men.
I think it's about the thing. I heard that after getting a baby,
their mind changes, chemicals change.
Their horniness goes down.
Okay, and the focus goes to children.
Yeah.
The hormones change. Yeah, I know that. One of the friends had kids and she was always talking about hormones, like my hormones will change and my hormones will this. And so she was nervous to have children, but she had them, but she did.
Sex?
Huh?
Are they still having sex?
Well, I don't know, but she looks very happy with her husband still. And he looks very happy with her. So I think they're still having a good time together, But, the thing is this, though, bro, like there's families that have children back to back to back to back to back, right? Those families are always having sex.
Yeah. But it's not everybody.
Right, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you have these families that are having multiple children, and you have the families that are having just one child, right? The family that has one child, I guess they stop having sex, I guess, right?
But you know what's interesting?
Yeah.
The poor family usually have more children.
That's right.
For some reason.
I mean, it's education, economics. I think the poor families don't think about it as much.
Baby, right?
I think that's one of the, because the thing is, like, you got these, like, people who are, like, with no money, no support, and they have 5 kids, right?
Yeah,
and you have the people who have, like, their tops in the company. Both of them make, like, 6 figures income, nice house, car, dog, everything, one child. And then they're like, we can't afford it. We can't afford it.
I mean, the reason why they say that because they're trying to put them in private schools and shit.
Right. People. Dance class, private school, after school, after school, like all this, So
because in Japan, right? Private school and regular school, there's not much of a difference. Like in the States, if you go to private school, it's way safer and way better education, right?
In general, yes.
Yeah, in Japan, it's the fucking same.
Right. Basically, private schools were made to supplement public schools. There were not enough public schools at the time. They made private schools, is what I understand.
Anyway, back to fucking...
Japanese women said, if you're paying for it, it's not cheating.
There's no attachments.
This is so interesting to me as a person who grew up in the USA, because it was really, really interesting when I moved here and my Japanese homies were like suggesting, let's go to these spots. And I was like, bro, you have a girlfriend. What do you mean?
Yeah, even Japanese, like when they get engaged, right, they will have not a bachelor party, but they usually go to Fuzoku. Not everybody, but...
Yeah. In the US, they usually do like a bachelor party, right? Strip club or something like that. But it'll say like, that's the last time, that's the last before marriage. Japan. In Japan, that's the first.
I mean, I think in Japan, like, there's a lot of sexless problems, sexless relationship problems.
Okay.
That's why even the wife doesn't care. Like, the guy goes to people,
It's interesting though, because it's not like they're trying to fix the problem. Instead, they're just go to Fuzoku,
Well, in Japan, we don't have any counseling or relationship therapist or whatever.
I want to have sex with my wife, I'll be so upset if like after like 1 year, she's like, I'm done.
With the kid,
Go to
right?
Fuzoku.
I think Japan needs more therapists and counseling. Like,
okay.
In America, that's common, right? Like a couples therapy and couples counseling.
I think it depends on it's not cheap. So I think it depends on the people.
I mean, it's not cheap, but
the difference is that in the US, even if people there's one big difference in the culture, right? You know how in USA people they talk about things together a lot, right? Even if they're not friends, or they talk about personal things sometimes, right? So people can get counseling like in the street. You know what I mean? Like you get a little bit of counseling at the grocery store or at the barber shop, or you can get counseling somewhere, you can talk to somebody.
Or at the bar.
But in Japan, people are like not so open.
Yeah, they just drink.
You know what I mean? People are less open. So I think people definitely hold a lot inside compared to like people in the US for sure.
I mean, I think it's a cultural thing too. Like we don't say, talk to somebody if you have a problem.
Right.
Like in the States, you say, if you need somebody to talk, dial this number. Like you see.
Recently that's a big thing. Like that's a big thing now. That's increasing more and more and more.
In the States, right?
Because there's like awareness about mental illness is increasing in the US, right?
Yeah, even you see on like a YouTube advertisement, you see if you need therapists, like there is like a big app, a big website.
Yeah, I mean that's like, so there's also like a problem now where like, because there's awareness and like there's all this like how do you say movement to talk about mental health, there's now like companies trying to get victims,
Get victims.
like get easy people, you know what I mean? I heard many rumors about that service called BetterHelp.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Right. And I heard that they're like sharks. They're like tigers. Because the people who have they want mental help, they try to use BetterHelp, you know? Because their advertisement is very good.
Yeah.
But BetterHelp is just like, according to Reddit, like I was reading a lot of articles about it, it was like saying that the situation on BetterHelp is not good. Like it's like they're just trying to get more and more members, but not really giving real help to people. So just trying to get more money. Yeah. So they're like, because, you know, people who are suffering from mental issues at that moment, they're really weak, you know?
And if you got no
Like
money,
at the moment. Right. But I mean, like, but mentally you're weak too, right? You need help. You want help. So you're going to spend your money. If something seems like it's possible, you're going to try to spend your money on it. And then you learn that, oh, the counselor you met is like, you know, seeing like 50 other people or whatever, and it's not, they don't have enough time to see you, or they're not high quality enough. It's like really. Anyways, I do agree with you that probably having more mental health care in Japan would be beneficial to anyone. I think Japan has a lot of suicide, you know,
in the relationship care.
Right, but I mean, Japan has a lot of suicide, right, too. So that's all connected to mental stability, I think.
That ties to sexless marriage too.
Right.
In some cases.
Right.
Because like the majority of suicide rate, people who suicide in Japan, right? Most of them will come from a divorced family.
Okay.
For men.
Okay. You know what I'm curious about? Going back to this thing, because, you know, Fuzoku, like, you know, prostitution is so big in Japan, right? And we know that a lot of the services are not even sex.
Yeah, you could. Certain places you can pay for sex.
Like a lot of the popular ones are like where people they feel companionship, like they feel care, they feel like having. Okay, so if you just have sex with somebody, right, it doesn't solve your mental problem.
Yeah.
It solves your frustration, right? But like a lot of people, they need to speak to somebody, right? That's why cabaret is so popular. Kabakura is so popular, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a conversation. Right? Someone's talking to you. Someone's giving you attention. People are spending so much money to speak with these ladies. Yeah, but the little touch though, that little like hugging, touching, like small intimate gestures heal people, right?
Yeah.
Like it helps people feel like it solves some of their problems that they have, right? Or being able to speak to somebody, someone listen to them. There's so many prostitutes or like girls who work in this kind of business that say that they don't have sex very often with their customer. Like they come in and it's more like talking.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Japan has a mental crisis now with men.
I mean, actually, believe it or not, you can meet a lot of them in the US like this too. Even remember we talked about the OF girls, right?
Yeah.
The OF girls, they said a lot of them are just like being like, they think they're doing a service to the men, right?
They're just talking, chatting, right? Or
right.
Voicemails and shit.
Right. So what I'm trying to say is that I think a lot of the situation of going to the, you know, night workers and stuff like that is to solve a mental problem, not just to just have pure sex is what I'm trying to say.
So in Japan, paying for box is trying to solve a mental. Damn. I didn't even know that. I
mean, look at the wife. The wife, instead of the wife trying to settle the problem between them, she says, go talk to her.
Yeah. I don't know. What's going on, man? Is it the company's fault or the wife's
instead of wife saying like, you know, what's going on with you right now? Let's settle down. Let me give you a massage. Or let me touch your feet or something, and let's talk about your day. Instead, she's like, here's from the budget of the month, and go to like fucking kabukicho or whatever.
I think we need to change our education. Like, girls need to learn how to make the husband be calm and relaxed and caring, right? Be feminine. And guys need to work on their mental health things.
I guess so. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, to sum it up, we know now Japanese women do not consider prostitution cheating. What do you think about this in the comments below, especially if you're from a Western country, USA or someplace? Is going to prostitution cheating? Men, women, let us know your opinion. We want to know. Anyways, also please like and subscribe. It'll really help us out. Thank you so much. Also,
Buy some coffee around the corner for a quarter.
yes, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Arrivederci.